At 79, Henry Winkler is finally opening up about his time with country legend and actor Jerry Reed, revealing a friendship that left a lasting mark on his heart. Born Henry Franklin Winkler on October 30th, 1945, in New York City, Winkler is a cherished figure in American entertainment, loved for his warmth, wit, and grit, a man whose life is a story of overcoming hurdles with creativity and kindness. From a kid struggling with undiagnosed dyslexia to an Emmy-winning actor and author, his journey is a powerful ode to resilience and heart. Growing up in Manhattan, Winkler faced tough times in school, labeled lazy or slow by teachers, and even his parents because of his undiagnosed dyslexia, a challenge that bruised his confidence but lit a fire to prove himself in a world that didn't get learning differences. Despite the setbacks, he found solace in storytelling and performance, a spark that carried him through. He headed to Emerson College, snagging a bachelor's degree in 1967, then honed his craft at Yale School of Drama, earning a master's in 1970, where he built the confidence to chase his acting dreams. After Yale, he cut his teeth in theater and small TV roles, but his big break came in 1974 as Arthur Fonzarelli on Happy Days. Meant to be a side character, Fonzie's leather jacket cool, signature thumbs up, and easy charm stole the show, with Winkler bringing unexpected depth, loyalty, warmth, and decency beneath the tough guy vibe. By the mid-1970s, Fonzie was a cultural icon, and Winkler was a household name. Yet he stayed grounded, forever thankful for the role that changed his life. When Happy Days wrapped in 1984, Winkler faced the hurdle of typecasting in an industry quick to pigeonhole actors, but he didn't back down, pivoting to directing and producing. He helmed films like Memories of Me in 1988 and Cop and a Half in 1993, and produced hits like MacGyver and So Weird, proving he was more than just Fonzie, a true creative force thriving in every corner of showbiz. In the 1990s and 2000s, Winkler roared back with roles that showcased his comedic genius, winning new fans as the bumbling coach in Adam Sandler's The Waterboy in 1998, blending self-deprecating humor with heart. His turn as Barry Zuckerkorn in Arrested Development, and his hilarious role as acting coach Gene Cousineau in HBO's Barry from 2018 to 2023 earned him critical praise and a 2018 Emmy, showing his knack for evolving and connecting across generations. Beyond the screen, Winkler's impact as an author and advocate for kids with learning challenges is huge. With writer Lynn Oliver, he created the Hank Zipser series, inspired by his own dyslexia struggles, becoming global bestsellers that help kids see their worth beyond their challenges. He's since penned more series, earning awards from education groups for his humor, empathy, and advocacy for literacy and self-acceptance. Acting remained his first love, though, and between the late 1990s and 2017, he appeared in 21 films, ending with a warm voice role as Grandpa Bill in the 2017 animated All I Want for Christmas Is You, capturing the heart fans adored for decades. In 2016, he flexed his comedic chops as former New York Mayor Ed Koch in the satirical Donald Trump's The Art of the Deal, the movie, proving his wit was still razor-sharp. TV was where Winkler truly shined, taking on diverse roles in shows like The Practice and Battery Park in the early 2000s, and voicing Norville the Bird in 18 episodes of PBS's Clifford's Puppy Days from 2003 to 2005, bringing whimsy only his voice could deliver. In 2006, he took a bold leap, debuting in pantomime as a mischievous Captain Hook in Peter Pan at London's New Wimbledon Theatre, wowing audiences with his charm and theatrical flair, showing he was still game for new challenges. Winkler's love story with Stacey Weitzman is one of Hollywood's most enduring, built on humor, respect, and shared strength. They met in 1976 at a Beverly Hills clothing store, where Winkler, at the peak of Happy Days fame, was picking up a sport coat, and Stacy, then Stacy Firstman, was helping a friend who owned the shop. He was struck by her confidence and grace, unfazed by his stardom, while she saw his genuine kindness and humor. Their connection grew naturally, rooted in shared values and laughter. Stacy, a strong, creative woman raising her son Jed from a prior marriage, grounded Winkler's whirlwind life. They dated for 2 years before marrying in 1978 at the synagogue where Winkler had his bar mitzvah, a nod to his Jewish roots that tied his past and future together. The intimate ceremony, with close family and friends, marked the start of a lifelong partnership. They raised Jed and their 2 kids, Zoe and Max, born in 1983, who followed his dad into directing and screenwriting. Winkler often called family his greatest joy, outshining even his career highs. Stacy stood by him through happy days and career lows, and her own breast cancer battle, which they faced as a team, their bond growing stronger. Winkler calls her his rock, crediting her for keeping him humble and balanced. Recently, at 79, Winkler shared heartfelt memories of Jerry Reed, his co-star in The Waterboy, where Reed played the cunning, charismatic coach Red Bull U. Off-screen, their bond was even richer. Jerry wasn't just a performer. He lit up every room, Winkler said, recalling how Reed's warmth made you forget he was a country music legend. During filming, Reed introduced Winkler to bass fishing, a passion they shared on early morning trips to Louisiana lakes. I'd never fished before, but Jerry insisted it was a crime not to try in Louisiana, Winkler chuckled. In Reed's old pickup, coffee in hand, they'd swap stories. Reed spinning tales of jamming with Elvis, writing for Chet Atkins, or working with Burt Reynolds. I was just soaking it up, listening to a living legend, Winkler said. Reed's storytelling, laced with humor and heart, mirrored his music and acting, blending mischief with wisdom. On set, Reed's Southern charm kept things light, his jokes and professionalism making the chaotic Waterboy shoot a joy. He'd crack you up, then nail every line like a pro, Winkler said. Their friendship lasted beyond filming, with Reed sending notes or calling, always asking, "How's my fishing buddy?" When Reed died in 2008, Winkler felt a deep loss. "The world dimmed a bit that day," he said softly, still thinking of Reed's laugh by every lake. Reflecting on The Waterboy, Winkler said it's special not just for its success, but for capturing Reed's spirit. "You see his spark in every scene, authentic, unmissable. It was the perfect final bow for a guy who gave so much joy." Winkler summed up Reed's magic. He lived with laughter, music, and heart. He didn't just act or sing. He told stories that hit you deep. "I'm lucky to have called him a friend, to have learned from him, not just fishing, but how to live fully." With emotion, Winkler added, "Jerry once told me, 'Henry, laugh every day, and you're doing all right.'" That was Jerry Reed, a man who laughed, loved, and lived bigger than anyone I've known.